did you first find out about Josh?
Well, how deep do we go? Because that's a rabbit hole. That's, man, it's really twisted.
We had known him from a baby, you know, and he was our first daughter's boyfriend.
And Josh says something like, I'd like to know if I'd be able to court Kaylee for the purpose of marriage. And we said yes.
With lead son Josh, age 16, how will the Duggars handle the delicate issue of dating?
I think that if you're gonna give your heart away, you need to be giving it to someone who's gonna love you and care about you, and not someone who's gonna simply get carried away with their emotions.
So March 30th, 2003, when we found out, I went out to the field and just bawled.
What Jim Bob had said to us was, Josh, he's gotten into some trouble. You know, he's touched his sisters inappropriately. That was their big thing that they would say is that...
Yeah, you said one time he molested his sisters, and Michelle said, don't you say that again. He had apparently been doing it since he was 12, but we found out about it when he was 15. I said, well, when were you gonna tell us? And Michelle said, we weren't gonna have them tell you guys at all. We were gonna have Josh confess to Kaylee once they were married. And so I asked him, I said, so are you basically saying you were kind of using my daughter as like a carrot to get him to behave the right way? And he goes, well, yeah, kinda. Jim Bob had written a bill that created a sex offender website. I confronted him, I said, Jim Bob, according to your own bill that you've written and what you've told me, your son should be on it. He needs to make it right with the law because he violated the law and he needs to turn himself in. He's like, I'm getting ready to take Josh in, would you want to go? I said, oh yeah. So I went right with him, we met at the state trooper's office. The state trooper sat down and we told him the story. Josh told him what we thought at the time was everything he had done. He goes, I'm gonna let you go this time. He said, but if you do it again, I'm really gonna come down hard on you. Well, we found out later that this guy was a friend of Jim Bob's.
Jim was considering, what should I do? We gotta get him out of the house. Where should we go? Where should we take him?
He took him to Bill Gothard's facility in Little Rock,
Which was an IBLP facility for troubled boys.